Hey guys, my name is Ben, and today I have a tunnel vision speedrun. So this speedrun's kind of interesting. I'm gonna say right now that I actually exploit all three wool on this map, which is why I got such a good time. But I don't know, it's an interesting run in general, with all the different things I use. I actually found a lot of exploits for the wool on this map. But anyway, I'm gonna use a piece of TNT to get through that first sandstone wall there. I'm going to grab some speed potions, some speed tea potions, which help a lot in the run. Then I come through the house. There's a bunch of blocks in here that I'm definitely going to grab, as well as 3 golden apples, which is going to be all the food I have for the map. This run is also kind of unique from other race wool speedruns that I do, because there's a lot of inventory management. It's just, there's a lot of items I have to deal with, and as you'll see in the exploits, a lot of them use kind of unique items and stuff. But anyway, so I'm going to use some TNT right here again, and I'm actually going to go for some iron blocks right here. These iron blocks are what kind of make it possible to actually do all these exploits, because getting iron means you can make minecarts, you can make hoppers, all kinds of stuff like that. When I get the iron, I'm going to first craft a hopper here. And then I'm going to craft some iron tools. I'm going to finally get a pick and also a shovel, because I'm going to be digging through a lot of snow. I'm going to craft my rails because I am going to be using some minecarts to get through some bedrock here. And again, I'm going to organize my inventory, which is actually a big portion of the run. So, gonna start going. I'm gonna first go for third wool, and the first exploit I do requires me to get into third ISO, and then I can get the wool from there. I don't have to run third main at all. So there's a creeper right there. That's probably the biggest time sink of this run, for sure. It slows me down by 10-15 seconds. But anyway, so you'll see I'm gonna actually enter third ISO. In an interesting way, there's a bedrock hole here that you can get through with a minecart or a boat or an ender pearl. I'm going to use a minecart. And now I'm in third ISO. So, actually in this run, I don't ever enter the isolated lane the traditional way of from spawn. I'm actually always going to do it through these bedrock slits in the map, which, as far as I can tell, is perfectly legal to do. In the RMCT rule set, it's legal to go through bedrock slits like that, and I don't believe that there's any map specific rule about it. However, I'm not too sure. So I'm gonna climb up these ladders. There's gonna be a mob here I fight, and then I'm gonna just get into third right here. And the first exploit I'm gonna do is gonna be again using minecarts to go through some bedrock. And I'm just basically going to be able to get at the dispenser here. So I'm going to place blocks. I'm going to have to break this sign here. I'm actually going to use this sign up here to block off some of the water. So now I'm in the water stream where the wool would come out. I'm going to place the sign. And then I'm going to start placing my minecarts. So basically I just need to get around this bend here so I can place a torch and power the dispenser. So right there, that redstone torch powered the dispenser. And so I'm going to wait to get the wool. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to get out. So that's red wool already completed. I'm going to have to run out here. Red wool's, even though I use the exploit for this wool, it's definitely going to be the longest. It's going to take the longest time to get it out of all the 3 wool. I'm just going to stack up here. Oh yeah, also, there is no game sounds on this. Sorry, I had to record without game sounds this time. But I don't think it's too big of a deal. When I come out, I'm going to get rid of all the torches in my inventory, because again, there's a lot of items I have to manage in this inventory. I mean, in this speedrun, so getting rid of the torches, which I don't need anymore. Just going to speed things up a little bit. I'm going to use the minecart again to get through there. I'm just going to stack up out of here, and now I'm going to go for second. Second, I don't... It's an exploit. but I'm actually gonna just use the minecart trick like I did for third. So I'm gonna come up here. I'm actually gonna head to the second wool button right now, and if you know anything about this map, when you press the button for second wool, it actually drops into the void lane. In the isolated lane, you have to make a bridge over there. So I'm actually going to create a clock right here so that the button will, or the dispenser will keep being activated, and I can collect the wool that way when I go into the ISO lane. So again, I'm just going to use minecarts here to get into second ISO. Just right here. It's surprising how many bedrock slits there are in this map, bedrock holes. It really, there's a lot you can do with it if you do use these exploits. Going to come down here, and then I'm going to start bridging here. I'm just going to bridge over to second wool, and it'll drop right into my inventory. Got it. I'm going to come out. And then obviously the last wool I need to get is first. First I'm going to use another exploit that I found, and actually the exploit that I use for first, you can actually use to get all three to exploit all three wool in this map. It's a very interesting exploit that you'll see involving pushing pistons into the void lane. But yeah, I actually so you can exploit all three wool in this map in a number of ways. Actually, the thing I used for third, where you can basically just get out the dispenser by using minecarts. You can also do that for first wool, and then the second wool you can also use the exploit I do for first, and you can also use that same exploit for third. So there's a number of ways to actually exploit this map, which is what again, which makes this run really fast. Come through here, make a little block error there. I'm gonna just dig down, and I'm actually going to be getting the wool. So on this map, each wool kind of has like a mini fleecy box brick thing with one piece of wool in it. I'm actually going to be using a sticky piston to pull that wool out, and I'm going to place a hopper under it, which is why I crafted the hopper earlier, and I'm going to be able to get the wool. So right now I need to push a sticky piston into the position I need it to be able to pull the wool out into the block just before the void lane. So I'm going to be using pistons here, just powering them. Me and actually ZZ Rules came up with this exploit here, which again you can use to exploit all three wool on this map. Okay, so now the piston's in place, and now I'm going to place a redstone torch here to power the sticky piston. So right there is when you're going to see it pulled out the yellow wool. And then I'm going to just place the hopper in my inventory, and I'm going to break the wool, and I'm going to be able to access the hopper and get the wool out of there. So yeah, very interesting glitch. I don't know, it's kind of cool, I like it. I'm just going to come out and head to the Victory Monument. Unfortunately, it is faster to just pillar here than do an Icarus. So I'm just going to pillar up right here, just as I lose my sprint here. I actually forgot to drink one of my speed potions during the run too, which probably slowed me down just a little bit. So yep, I'm going to pillar up and just place the wool. Very good run overall. I mean, it could be improved, but it's kind of a novelty run. As it is, it's kind of just fun to speedrun a map like Tunnel Vision. That's a really long map intended for different players, and you have the teamwork aspect of the isolated and main lanes and stuff. So just place my wool, and I'm done. So see you guys later. Thanks for watching.